Howdy, Timber Drifter here. Sitting in the sun. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's pretty warm. We got a heavy snow last night. I don't know, probably 6 inches. Heavy wet snow. And it's melting off of everything. I'm sure you can hear the dripping. It's pretty nice to be sitting here in the sun looking out at the trees that are all covered in snow. Blue sky and big fluffy white clouds. Smoking my Peter Stockeby Luxury Twist Flake. And this is a Nording pipe. It says Nording Denmark on it. On the band it has this little silver band that says Nording 925. Super heavy sandblast. I mean, they really gouged out some wood with that sandblast. You can see right here, it's just really deep. That bowl's got to be pretty thin in those sections. It's kind of squared. And it's got this sort of a crappy red stain on it. I mean, I guess it kind of looks nice, but it's just not my taste. But I do like the style of the pipe. And I haven't smoked this pipe in 7 years. Another one of these storage unit pipes I found in my storage unit. It's been boxed up since last time I had an apartment, many years ago, 7 years ago. It's the first smoke in 7 years. Show you some things I've been working on or come across the last few days. There's a thrift shop I like to frequent. And the guy cleans out storage units and does like estate cleanup, that kind of thing. So he sells stuff pretty cheap. It's not a church-sponsored thrift shop. This guy's actually trying to make a little bit of a profit, but he has a lot of good stuff and he sells it pretty cheap because he's just trying to move it. But I got a little pocket knife there yesterday for $1. Now, it was rusted shut, but I was able to work at it a little bit and pry it open. And it says Colonial and Providence, Rhode Island, USA on it. Got 2 blades. Neither one of them's really rusted bad, and they're both very sharp. But I like this little knife quite a bit. I think this might be my official package opening and fingernail cleaning knife. Probably put a little lanyard on it. Go in one of my belt pouches I carry. But it's kind of got some style. Old school style. Turn this camera around. See if you can see the outside here. And I'm just sitting here with the garage door open in the sun, totally warm. And all that snow out there. I love it. I've been reading this morning and working on some knives and things. Already got my hands dirty, which I like. Got this at a flea market last summer. Pretty interesting shape. I never saw one like this before. That shape to it. And I cleaned it up and put a handle on it. It says E.G. Simmons Keen Cutter, Cutlery and Tools, Tomahawk. I'm not going to throw this. I looked it up on the internet and I saw some stuff. These were, I guess, meant for throwing, which hence the shape. Looks kind of aerodynamic. But I don't throw hatchets because of the way they're constructed. It's not a good idea for it to take a hit like that. It can loosen them up. It actually swings really nice. I've been using it to split out kindling and kind of experimentally chopping on things with it. Actually works really well. I'm going to make a sheath for it with a strap so I can hang it over my shoulder. Probably carry it while I'm deer hunting or out and about in the bush in the summertime. I got various hatchets and large knives and things. Mostly I don't carry a hatchet anymore because I made a knife a couple of years ago that is just perfect for me. I'll show you that too. And I'm looking for more steel that's just the right kind of steel to replicate this. It's made out of an old mill saw blade. Big blade, like I think it was 18 inches. A ground blade, but heavy riveted leather sheath. So it's a 7 1/4 inch long blade. The handle is 5 inches long. The blade is, it's more than an 1/8, but it's not quite 3/16 inches thick. And the handle is about 1 inch thick this way. But I used Osage orange, or hedge we call it where I'm from, for the handles. It's pretty stout wood, take a lot of abuse. You can see kind of the contour of the handle, very comfortable in the hand. This fits me very well. The blade's close to 2 inches wide at the base. It's got a convex grind, but a pretty thin convex grind. This actually makes an excellent kitchen knife. But it also chops exceptionally well. I made this knife for myself, so I didn't polish it up or anything. I make knives for myself. I just get them so they work, and then that's good enough. But it's a good one. Still got some of the pitting on it from the saw blade. I like to leave that on knives. Looks nice to me. The scales are epoxied on with 5,000 pound epoxy, and then also these pins here they're at different angles. Like this one here is at this angle, just a slight angle. This one's at that angle and back and forth, so that adds to the tightness of them as well. And they have loosened up just slightly. I don't think you'll probably be able to see that. Just slightly. They're not loose or anything, but the wood has moved out slightly away from the tang of the knife at the top. And I don't know if that's just because the wood warped a little bit, because I chose to use a kind of a cross grain. You can see that for aesthetics. But anyway, it's not coming apart, and I've used this knife a lot for heavy chopping. I've split lots and lots of wood with it. I've carved with it. I've used it as a kitchen knife. It's been one of the 3 knives I've mainly used this last 2 years. And I've got lots of knives, and it's the one I made myself after years of using all kinds of styles of knives that has turned out to be the one I like the best. So I'm going to try to make some more of these up when I get the right materials, and then I'll sell some of them. But the blade's never chipped, the edge doesn't roll on it. Don't have any nicks in it. I've even whacked through some bone with it. I didn't mean to do that, but it didn't harm the edge. So, it's a good knife. I'll probably make a video talking about some of the large knives I've used over the years and how I came to that style and all that. Yeah, I'll do a video on that. I've been watching a lot of videos lately. I've been watching videos from this community, YouTube pipe smoking community, for close to 3 years now. Some of the guys, I really look forward to their videos. Most videos I see are pretty interesting. I like the tobacco reviews, and people just talking about their everyday life can be interesting. Yeah. So I'm not going to do a book review right now, but I will on this book. I've been reading it lately. I'll probably load a big bowl with Balkan tobacco and talk about this book. Robert D. Kaplan is the author. Balkan Ghost: A Journey Through History is the title, and it's a pretty amazing book. I've really been into it. It's a lot of information, a lot of detail. Normally I can't just read through a book like this. I'll read a little bit and put it down for a while, come back to it. But this one I'm just captivated. Yeah, that's what's going on here.